Indonesia. I think due to time, yeah, so we can start the presentation. It's already 6 persons already put their presentation in this. May I read the name? The role and responsibility of psychologists in developing countries, enhancing quality of life. Usman Chaudhry, right? And the second one is Chikitnam, right? About how do work views and self-views affect psychological well-being. And number 3 is Sanchita Srivastava and Purnima Singh. Okay, the psychological well-being, and it's included in the life of the non-heterosexuals. Right. Okay. So, my name is Pustari Mangunjaya. I'm from University of Indonesia, and I would like to just to become a moderator, yeah, not chairing the presentation. And I would like to invite the first presenter is Mr. Usman Chaudhry. You have about 10 minutes to present, and then 5 minutes for the questions and answers. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. As mentioned, my name is Usman and I am a rehabilitation psychologist and psychoeducationist working at Pakistan. So my topic is role and responsibility of psychologists in developing countries in enhancing quality of life. Next slide, please.
Can you use that one? Okay.
Before I go in detail, I would like to discuss the definition of WHO regarding quality of life. Quality of life is individual's personal perception of their position in life in the context of the culture and value systems in which they live and in relation to their goals, expectations, standards, and concerns. Furthermore, according to WHO, quality of life, broad-ranging concept of affected in complex way by person's physical health, psychological state, level of independence, social relationships, personal beliefs, and their relationship to salient features of their environment. Now, I would like to share some common features of quality of life in developing countries. Like the most salient is low standard of living, high dependency burden on individuals of families, poor health, limited education, increased population growth, psychological distress. That's most common among different developing countries. And what is the possible outcome of these salient features which are common in developing countries? Increase in crime, that can be a petty crime to organized crime, because if there is a low standard of living, then a lot of social deviant behavior can occur. Another thing is lawlessness, then comes larger class disparity, and then free-floating anxiety. Like every other person can go and indulge in stress or anxiety due to low quality of life, especially with reference to in developing countries. Now, what can be a psychological impact on quality of life in developing countries? First of all is, if there is a low quality of life, the first thing which hampers is your self-confidence. Then comes low self-esteem, then comes lack of willpower. Now we are coming towards the most important topic. What is the role and responsibility of psychologists in enhancing quality of life, with special reference to developing countries? First of all, the psychologists should strengthen the local psychologist forums, because we have to come out from the psychotherapeutic sessions, and we should go in the field. Like Professor Venti was telling yesterday, that we have to be dirty, we have to come in the field. And this is much more required because these people, they need us in the community. Another important thing which the role psychologists can play, involving media and other professionals to enhance quality of life of the masses and highlighting its importance. So intervention of the media is very important. If it is done professionally, through focus groups, through talk shows, through telling the importance of quality of life to the mass media, to the masses, so we can influence the government level that how important it is to increase the quality of life. Then comes formulation of indigenous column, which I have formulated, I would like to share with you people. Quality of life enhancement model. With reference to this model, the psychologist can play a pivotal role in this quality of life enhancement. First of all, if we work on crisis management center at the grassroots level, at the lower level, so that anybody who is suffering from quality of life, low quality of life, they need some shoulder to cry on. They need to discuss their crisis. They need something to ventilate. Then comes involvement of local intelligentsia. I will be discussing it in the later slides. Then comes psychosocial and psychoeducation first aid outreach program. Then comes telephonic or health counseling. Then after that, acting as professional liaison between government and community. Then comes reinforcements, then appropriate evaluation. Now stress management at grassroots level or crisis management center for the ventilation and the hope for the community. This is very important. I can quote a lot of examples, like a lot of people want to ventilate. They want to share their problems to enhance their quality of life, but there is no shoulder to cry on. There is no window to listen to them. But this is very important as a psychologist that we should have a forum. We should have established community involvement, community-based rehabilitation regarding quality of life. Another important thing which we should do is, as a psychologist, involvement of local intelligentsia, which I formulated TRP, teachers, religious scholars and parents. This is a triad which can play a pivotal role in quality of life enhancement. Because if we will use the local intelligentsia, we will save our money, we will have a very good approach, we will have a full involvement of the local community, discussing issues with them, goal settings, mutually accepted suggestions. Then comes psychosocial and psychoeducation first aid outreach program. This is also very important for enhancing quality of life. Psychoeducation and preventive education regarding tackling the issues. Because if we discuss the mutually accepted discussions, it can prevail, it can give a very important and productive impact on the quality of life. Psychosocial support. This is very important regarding quality of life. Then emotional support, you are not alone concept. Because this is very important. When the confidence is shattered, when the self-esteem is low, when one is facing lack of willpower, so this is the emotional support or emotional well-being is very important thing to give to enhance the quality of life. Intentional move to bring them out of distress. So we have to go for intentional move to bring them out of that distress. Telephonic counseling also plays a vital role. Like we, in our forums, as a psychologist, we can arrange, we can formulate a forum which can provide professional guidance, crisis intervention approach, and for the last is very important, easy approachable mode. This also gives a good ventilation technique for the quality of life of the affectees. Now, acting as a professional liaison between government and community, we as a psychologist, we can play a pivotal role in the government as a think tank, as an advisory, to tell them the repercussions, the after effects, if we don't go for the enhancement of quality of life. Psychologist forum should act as a liaison between government and community The repercussions of poor quality of life should be discussed in professional forums involving media positively. I would say again, the media can play a very important role in bringing the encouragement, in bringing the enhancement, in bringing the change in the community. Discussing the importance of quality of life involving psychologists, forums and talk shows, focus groups, so that authorities take strategic action at upper level. Then comes reinforcements for desired goals, rewards, appreciation, involvement in constructive community activities, publishing local newsletters, local motivational and recreational programs. This is very important. Evaluation. If you do something, just evaluate it afterwards. Monthly, quarterly evaluation or oral feedback also plays an important role. Formulating recommendations after evaluation for future betterment. Formation of community leaders. This is a very important thing. When you make a community leaders in the community, they can become the ambassadors of the professional forums. You can contact them, you can train them, you can train the master trainers so that they can go in the field. So we can have the good team in the community. Community leaders will carry on the program in the community. They will continuously be in touch with the psychologist forum. Sharing of evaluation and feedback globally among other psychologist forums for enhancement of quality of life. At the end, I have written a psychologist prayer which I would like to share with you people. Allah give us patience and peace of mind, sense of care and spirit to be kind. Give us knowledge and skill and zeal of right path to find. Allah give us strength to utter soft words. Give us devotion to move forward. Bless us with commitment and sincerity to lit the candle for humanity. Allah give us courage to be there when your people need us to share. Let we restore their happiness with our fidelity and care. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Again, we give applause, to the presenter. But before we close, we still have time to do the questions and answer. Is there any regarding the good presentation of the quality of life and then the role of psychologists? Okay, if not, may I ask?
Please.
Okay, you mentioned about the role of psychologists. Like, have you done also any research in your country about the role of psychologists in the the industrial or organizational life, something like that?
Like,
in terms of the quality of life.
Yeah, I have been working on stress management. I have been conducting stress management workshops in remote areas with reference to my students with the community. We just go there, give them psychoeducation and preventive education. It helped us a lot. Like when a person with a lower quality of life, he falls into lower self-confidence. So when you give him a hope, give him a guidance, give him a shoulder to cry on, give him a window to ventilate, it gives a new hope for better tomorrow. It was really very successful. I would like to quote one example of my student. He was from a remote area and he was belonging to a poor family. He had happened to have a migraine headaches. He talked to me, he said to me, "Sir, I am having migraine headaches and my father is just pushing me to get out of the college so that I should do some labor and just earn money." I just gave him an idea. I just said him, just tell your father to stick you to the studies and one day you will get a better option for tomorrow. So this stress management is required for everybody, for every class, whether it's an educated class, whether it's a student class, whether it's a labor class. But we should need a forum for that. And we could call it a crisis intervention center at grassroots level. And at village level, not if tehsil or district level or province level, so that somebody should know where to go for the guidance. This is very important, especially in the developing countries. As I am from a developing country, we face a lot of problems. First of all, the problem is where to go. with lower quality of life, where to go, where to share their problems. If they got some chance, if they got some place to go, this is a very productive thing to do.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, maybe we have another talk after that.